preparation.
Bugs. All right. I was almost going to film sitting on the dock, but it feels a little bit too much out in the open. And even right here feels a little bit like there's a bunch of guys fishing out there. Several boats. You might see them, but oh well, right? Maybe I should add that to my list. Do hard things or scary things or whatever. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Keeping the hood on because it's just so buggy. When you have short hair, nothing to cover your neck. Oh, a little mic right here. For anyone out there who can hear me talk across the lake, you can join too. Find me on YouTube, Darz Rojas. Okay. This is my first weekly check-in for my month-long detox challenge thing that I'm doing. I hope you're joining as well. Comment down below if you are in some way, shape, or form. First thing, the week went very well. I did great. Let me just... I did great. So first thing, I said no added sugar, like no junk food stuff, mostly whole foods. Eat fruit for sweetness. I need to figure out food because I guess the one thing is that it was too many steps in one to say no sugar and eat really healthy. I've been finding myself eating quite a lot of just quick meals, so eggs and toast, which is healthy, right? But then I eat egg salad on bread, or I eat tuna salad on bread, or I eat some sort of sandwich, and then just a lot of bread. Been eating ramen noodles, mac and cheese, quick meals. So I guess I'm not really doing the whole foods as much as I was kind of thinking that I would, but at least the no sugar. I have Saturday, I accidentally ate some chips that turned out they have sugar in them. And I also, without thinking, just had a handful of M&Ms, and then I was like, oh crap, I'm not supposed to eat that. And then I put them away. I skipped dessert after supper when everyone else was having dessert. And I had a horrible stomachache that night. I don't know if it was literally like 7, 8 M&Ms maybe that I ate and some chips. Like, I don't really know why I had such a bad bellyache that night, but oh my gosh, it was terrible. Sunday, I skipped something called velia, which is basically like fruit soup, like a bunch of fruit and sugar. It's really good if you've never had it. I also got invited for ice cream that day, but then I just ate chips and salsa instead. No bellyache that night. No stomach aches for the rest of the week, actually, which is awesome. And then the other day, Monday, I accidentally ate a mint out of habit, just kind of like, oh, it's a mint, let's, and then I was like, I'm not supposed to eat those. And then my mouth just felt all yucky, sugary after that. Geez, I'm forgetting to add in Spanish in my videos. Okay. All good el resto de la semana. Friday night to Saturday, I did 14 hours. Saturday night to Sunday, did 12 hours. I would have done more that night, but I had to eat a snack late at night because I ended up being out of the house for longer than I expected, and I got really hungry. And a lot of times, I don't know if you've experienced that, if you stay up too late, then you start getting hungry. So it's like, okay, I'm getting hungry, I guess it's time for bed. And so yeah, I was up too late, but it was still 12 hours. Sunday night to Monday, 18 hours. Monday to Tuesday, 13 and a half. Tuesday night to Wednesday, 16 hours. Wednesday night to Thursday, just under 12 hours. And I tried to eat breakfast before work that day, which I haven't been doing. Some people say, breakfast is like the most important meal of the day, whatever. For some people it is. For some times of the month it is really good to have a great breakfast, but my mom has never really been a breakfast person, and I've never really been a breakfast person, so I won't want to eat for the first couple hours of the day, which I've gone through times where I get really hangry if I don't eat right away. I admit that. Pero esta semana, I was like doing so good with not eating as soon as I woke up, and then I would just eat an early lunch. But this morning I was like thinking how the night before I ate an early supper and then went to bed late, so I had a long time of no food. And then I was like, if I don't eat right before I go to work, I'm gonna get hungry as soon as I'm at work. So I ate some breakfast and I just forced it down, and I just didn't feel good, and it was just not nice. I only got one day that was like a little less than 12 hours, but what did I say? Not about perfection, right? Friday night to Saturday was also 12 hours. Oh gosh, the neighbor's going swimming. Oh no, okay. Pretty good all week. I only watched a couple YouTube videos for learning this new editing program that I'm using. Every time I went to post on Instagram, I ended up looking at the first post, reading the whole caption or watching the whole video or whatever it was. I would, Instagram, you guys. And then I think I went on there a few too many times to like check my messages, but I don't have that many messages to check. I can keep it to like once a day or less. Y también esta semana, I went to YouTube to motivate myself to do things during the week, like chores, stretching. The thing is, I like stretching, but I always rush through it. So if I put a YouTube video going, then I'm like, I can watch YouTube until I'm done stretching. So then I make myself stretch more, which is good. And then I also put on an audiobook when I went to clean my parents' rental house. It is very hard for me to get into cleaning a lot of times when it's somebody else's yuck. So the audiobook helped. Thursday evening, I went to a waterfall for a while and sketched, and I just like completely checked out. Oh, it was amazing. Oh, I just love that. I haven't sketched or drawn in so long. It's kind of crazy. I didn't listen to music at all this week. No podcasts. That was pretty much it. I'm noticing though that our monkey brain still has so much to chatter on about. Random stuff, going over old conversations that I need to let go of, wishing I had done certain things differently maybe. Just cutting out the consuming of other people's content isn't necessarily quieting my mind enough to make my own stuff come up, my own creativity, my own inspiration, myself kind of. So this week I'm going to focus more on spending time in not thinking mode. Basically just focusing on my breath or focusing on something. A lot of times and I haven't done this for a really long time either, but when we were growing up, we'd always have fires in the summer. So we'd just sit around the fire and like stare into the flames, and the sound of the fire and just like watching the flames, just incredible, and just like helps you zone out and let go of thoughts. So I just want to add in more quiet time, quieting the mind time para esta semana. Being active, I said at least 2 workouts this week, and I did one. It was a burner. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna link it down below. It was, and right here. Oh, Sarah's day, she is. But then other than that, I've gone for a walk every day this week, and I've been getting outside and stuff. But the thing I noticed about the workouts is, I'm just gonna say 1 workout a week now, because with this kind of weather, I just don't want to be inside working out, you know? I'm in too close proximity to other people. Like, I don't want to do workouts where other people can watch me. Maybe I will, but I'd rather just, like, I went to the waterfall and I tired myself out because it was a super steep climb down and then super steep back up, and it was like I walked along the river and climbed over rocks and stuff. And then the other night I also went kayaking, which was incredible. But I think for me right now, getting outside, fresh air, and being active outside are more important to me than working out specifically. And then sleep, getting up after turning off my alarm and no snoozing. I did good. The only thing is last night, which is today's Saturday, so hoy en la mañana, I didn't even have an alarm set. When I woke up, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get up now. It wasn't like, oh, I just want to stay in bed. I think that's been really good for me to there's no complaining in the morning, which is very interesting, because I realized that with pressing the snooze button and like, oh, I just want to sleep a few more minutes, and then this alarm going off for the second time or the third time or however many times, every time it would make me complain more and make me feel worse about getting up, because I think that might be an eagle. I think that's an eagle. I don't know if you even saw that, but I realized that having made the decision to just get up when it's time to get up without any conversation or arguing with myself about, oh, should I sleep more or should I get up? There's none of that decision fatigue. There's none of that complaining to myself. So I just get up and then go about my day, and it's just great. It's great. And even, some mornings I woke up really tired, but I still rolled out of bed, started just like slowly stretching and getting up and go to the bathroom, wash my face. It's just a slower morning, but it's been great. Thanks for being here. Wow, I have not been swatting bugs this whole time. Can you believe it? This bug spray actually works. I had a great week. I am feeling really good. I hope you take some action and feel great too. Oh my gosh, it's just great. Okay, I think that's everything. I'll see you next week for another weekly check-in. Goodbye. Also, I'm hoping this mic helps with the background sound because I don't know if you could tell, I tried to fix it, did my best in the last video to fix the audio, but it was really, really bad when I went to edit it. So much nature sound, which is awesome, but then it was like wind too, and I was too far away from the camera, so it was terrible audio, but I kind of fixed it, but it's still like not great. Anyway, there is a spider in front of my face.